welcome to Los Devilis, California. My name is Hannah, and today I am joined by some of No Surprises.
Yeah, our newest member.
Yeah, this is Marshmallow.
Marshmallow plays keys.
He is the surprise of No Surprises. So for any listeners who aren't familiar with you guys, let's go around and say your names and what you do within the band.
Well, I am the band Curmudgeon. I play drums. I try to fucking whatever.
Jeff is the caveman of the group, and we're very proud of him. I'm Trevor. Hi, I'm the front man, and I sing and try to make people feel welcome at our shows, and that's what I do. You do, because I'm so sweet.
You are. You do a really, really great job at that, for sure. So for anybody who has never listened to you guys' music, how would you describe it to entice people to listen to it?
This is always it's always the first question we get asked, and it's always the hardest because I never know what to fucking say. Because we just on the first record, like every song is a different fucking genre. Yeah. So we've gotten to call ourselves hard indie, hyper jazz, and art punk, which I think is what we describe ourselves as now.
Yeah, I think it's mainly like a punk and leans a little bit on like the kind of like fusion-y stuff.
Emo,
yeah. Well, now recently, especially the emo punk kind of vibe. Before our older stuff, when we started, like 10 years ago, something like that. It was very much like jazz funky kind of. Yeah. Like deep down in the No Surprises lore dump.
Yeah, especially with Corvette.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
That's your favorite song.
Yeah.
Dang, 10 years. So how did you guys find each other? How did you... Because you guys are the OGs. So how did you guys find each other?
eHarmony.
Yeah.
No, we found you. I don't know how we met.
Well, so we were...
Who were you?
I met his brother... through we were classmates and we were doing a film.
Cute.
And so he came along for the project. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was some action thing, and it was being held at like his grandpa's old work. Mm-hmm. And he came by and we started chatting, and then he was like, oh yeah, I play in a band, whatever, I'm trying to start something. He's like, cool, I play drums. Like, oh, I'm looking for a drummer. So we ended up hanging out and chatting and setting something up. Yeah, well that was afterwards, all sweaty. Anyway, so we were after that. It was just like it sort of clicked, and we kind of like, okay, cool. We know a couple other people. We started it, and No Surprises is something that's constantly changing. Like we've had people come and go as the years gone by, and it's always. The cool thing about it is with each new member, there's always something different, and I think that's part of the reason why we've never really stuck with a certain genre, just because it's like, so many influences come in, and so many, you grow older, your tastes change, life experience, whatever.
We're like Mark 6 of the band.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
No, we're on the 6th version of the band.
Oh, Mark. I thought
Mark
there was like,
Mark?
Yeah, who the fuck is Mark?
I don't remember that.
First it was John 5, and now there's Mark 6.
Yeah.
Get ready for Andy 7 coming out.
God, no.
Oh, my God.
And then Eddie 8. Ugh, that guy.
Eddie 8, yeah.
But yeah, so after that, it was kind of like we started jamming. We started hanging out more. We developed like developed like a sound with each other and everything like that.
So tender.
Every time he touches me, it
Excites him.
It gorges my nether.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jeff, I'm married. You can't.
Well, listen, she doesn't have.
Should I leave? You guys are already on the bed. I'll just turn the light off.
We got here really, really early, and so it's like, well, we got to kill time. Hannah's a little late. I know a corner. Anyway.
A dark corner,
an
alley of downtown LA.
There's so many. There's so many to pick from. I've been so flush with choice. Anyway, but yeah, since then it's just been like, we Trevor and I have been like the main core members of No Surprises, and I think it's like something where we don't like sticking to one sort of thing. We always want to try to add something new or do something a little bit different. Like I've been trying to do more, trying to figure out how to incorporate synthesizers and stuff like that. Because you and I were talking about earlier, like Skinny Puppy.
Love Skinny Puppy.
I grew up on all the fucking Remission.
Can't even see it because of your beard.
Yeah, I know. It's, like,
it's there.
I grew up on industrial art noise,
punk.
all that kind of shit. Like my dad was a rivet head and my mom was like a trad goth, so I was around all those kinds of people. But anyway, yeah. So that's the small lore dump.
At one point, it was just me and him in the band.
Yeah,
and we did a ton of shows. I think that was we did like 12 shows or something.
Something like that, yeah.
It's pretty good.
And then
2Ps, yeah.
And then
wild.
For a hot moment there, we performed as like the Itch.
Oh, we did one show as the Itch.
Yeah.
Here's some lore. Okay, so my current wife and I had broken up. She was my girlfriend at the time, and I was really sad. So Jeff at the time wasn't in the band for some other conflict that happened, and I came to him, and I almost begged. I was like, Jeff, I need to do something. I'm really sad. Can you help me?
Oh my God.
And he was like, we mended our relationship in one night, and we wrote half of the 51st State in one night and performed it at the show.
Wow.
Poorly.
Well,
but we have a recording does exist. We still have a recording of that show. We only did it once. It was really cool. I wore all black and I had black eye makeup. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Keep a lookout for the future.
I think the Instagram page is still up too. Somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, it's still just called
it has
the Itch.
3 pictures.
Yeah, if that many, I think it only had. Anyway, yeah, it's still up there.
Wow.
Lore. That's
the lore. That is the lore right
Straight
there.
up.
Yeah.
That was at the Guitar Merchant.
Where's that?
R.I.P. It doesn't exist
I was
anymore.
gonna say, I don't know what that is.
It was like a small little
music
shop on the corner of right next to a
Peen,
boxing.
It was on the corner of Peenanger, just somewhere over.
Peenanger, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a small little venue a long time ago.
Yeah. Many moons ago.
Many moons.
Wow,
Full
that's
moons.
beautiful.
3.
3?
3 whole moons.
Why 3 whole moons?
3 whole moons.
Wow.
That's
so
6 cheeks.
long ago.
Yeah.
God. You guys are nuts.
We're no matter how old we get, I feel like that we will forever be children. And I'm fine with that because then it's just great. I don't have to take myself seriously. I can take everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
everything's too serious already. You might as
yeah.
well.
Oh, dude, totally.
Well, that's why we always we have serious messages in our music, but I never want us to be well, we care so much about the children. It's it's
we are children.
I want to go on stage and be I'm gonna shit my pants on stage right now. This song's called Intrusive Thoughts. It becomes so much more of it's just less fun when you take yourself seriously.
Yeah.
You can have serious projects. You can have serious nights where it's this means, one of our last shows, this means something, but I never want to have, that kind of Bono thing where it's we mean everything for the starving children, and it's dude, f*** off. You got $1 billion. Quite literally.
Yeah.
I think he has $1 billion.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, get Bono. All right, here we go.
Okay. Well, speaking of Bono, are there any specific artists, musicians, or anybody that you want to embody while you are on stage, or that inspired you to start music?
You want to go first there, Poopums?
No, I feel like I'm talking too much. You go first.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're literally not.
That's why you're here to talk.
Yeah.
No. No, you go first. I'll go.
Yeah, if he talks too long, his beard gets tired.
It does.
So this person on my shirt right here, her name is Lori Anderson, and she is doing a show March 27th at the Orpheum, and I'm really excited because she just celebrated, I think, 40 years since this record came out. And this shit is weird. It's artsy, and for no reason at all, it got really big on TikTok.
That happens.
Which is the weirdest fucking shit, because her song "Oh Superman" is all over the. I was in bed and my wife played something on TikTok, and I was like, "What the fuck? Where'd you find him go?" And she was like, "It's a video," and I was like, "Oh, I thought you were interested." But No, I'm really excited to see her. She influenced me a lot. In fact, there's a direct reference to her in Existence's Reflex.
Is there?
That.
Yes, when there's like a breakdown, and I say, "This is your captain. We're about to attempt a crash landing. This is the time, and this is the record of the time." That's directly from the first song on this album.
I didn't even know that.
And it's one of my favorite songs ever. I'm actually working on a cover.
Oh yeah.
For it, yeah, that nobody's gonna hear.
Oh,
but I'm excited.
It's just for you.
It's just for me. It's just for funsies.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about you?
So growing up, it was very so I like a lot of noise. I love noise, and my favorite thing to do and listen to is just listen to weird, like, just messed up things. Like even on my own shit, I'll like record something that just like, how can I break this? How can I like manipulate and turn it? So like growing up, it was like
Gormer.
I really, really, really loved Tool growing up because it was just
they're
like,
coming to
yeah,
Crypto?
I saw. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Crypto. Fucking hate it. Side note, it's such a dumb name. Should
Yeah,
just-
dude.
Crypto.
Yes.
Yes.
Staples Center.
It's
I
just
know.
Oh my God.
We ever since I started doing music, all I want to do is play the fucking Staples Center. And that's why I'm doing this. Like, I want to fucking sell that motherfucker out.
Yep.
And I don't care what it's fucking named when we do it. I will pay to have the sign replaced just for that
one
night to say Staples Center.
Yeah, I know. I think a lot of artists, like when it changed, were like, "Ugh, I don't care anymore. Like I don't want to play there anymore.
Yeah, it's
Such a poopy name.
It
It is.
And I didn't notice it, but I was walking around earlier just to kill time, and I saw like the big flashing light of like the giant screen that they have right there, and then I saw like the apartment buildings that were like a block over, and I'm like, oh, that sucks, because then
it lights up my room.
Oh, does it?
Not the Crypto one, but there's like one of those like electronic billboards or whatever like on one of the buildings, and my whole room lights up whatever color it is. I don't mind it. I'm kind of like city, but sometimes I am like, all right, turn it off. It's 3 a.m. Nobody's looking at that.
Oh my fucking God. Yeah, I can't imagine
things.
that.
Hey, they paid a premium for that time. 3 a.m. is the prime advertising slot. You don't know advertising analytics.
You look lonely.
Yeah. That's basically
I
what,
can fix that.
Yeah, there's one guy looking at it like,
Yay.
Here's this blaring pink advertisement that's going to bother all the apartments next to it.
yeah. We knew what we were getting into.
Late
but it
stage
still
capitalism, folks. It works for everyone.
But yeah, growing up is super influenced by Tool, super influenced by Skinny Puppy. A lot of it just came from like sitting in the car with my pops and in his powder blue Toyota truck, and he would just drive me around and like pop that in and be like blasted on full volume. And then like later on in my life, Thrill Kill Cult came in, and that was just like, okay, cool. I really love like anything weird and unconventional.
Yeah.
I think it's just the more unconventional it is, the more ridiculous it is, the more I like it, just because it's like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, there's no reason to it. There's no rhyme or reason. I like it when things can just be as they are. So like, when it comes to my, like how I express that, I try to look for things that are like a little different. At the same time, it can be difficult, especially with No Surprises, with the direction that we're heading, just because we're entering territory that I've not really listened to. Like, I haven't really listened to a lot of emo.
Neither have I.
And like, even though my dad put on a lot of like punk, it was mainly like a psychobilly.
Yeah.
So like
different.
Tiger Army, Necromantics, stuff like that. So it's like, it's still punk, but it's got like that swing kind of flair to it.
We actually have a psychobilly song about murders in Nebraska that we did once.
Oh yeah,
I really want to work on it again. Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, it's somewhere buried deep in the archives.
Okay, just to give you an idea, like the reason why we don't have any kind of like specific genre that we stick to with No Surprises is because one of us will listen to something and show up to practice and be like, holy shit, guys, what if we play like Reverend Horton?
Yeah,
Heat
there was like this cool riff, and I was kind of jamming it out. Or what if we do this really ridiculous like polyrhythm or something like that, and then we'd do it, and then we'd futz around with it and be like, yeah, it's a cool idea.
Cool.
Anyway, let's do the set list.
Yeah.
I have almost 100 different like completely different like jams, and a lot of them are actually like pretty solid.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of them will ever get finished, but you know, we're gonna be like Prince, man. We're gonna have a vault.
Yeah. What was it? I was listening to that fucking what's his name, Joe Schmo with the long beard and the gray hair and the bald spot. Anyway,
Rick Rubin.
Yes,
Karl Marx.
Yeah, Rick Rubin. And he was talking about how because it was he did that podcast interview with Trent Reznor, and he was talking about how Trent Reznor didn't know that you could just have like songs, like kind of like ideas in the back. The way that he approached it was like, no, you have to have like a fully fleshed out idea.
Oh my God.
And that's a song. And then he's like, no, you just have like, you know, a couple of ideas cobbled together, not fully formed, and then like put it in the back for later. And then Trent Reznor's like, oh, okay. And then
what an insane way to be living. Like, I have to finish this, otherwise
it
doesn't count.
No, and like he's one of my influences too, and it's just like I think that with that though, there's definitely a uniqueness, and there's more of a connection that you can develop with that song, just because it's been stewing like in its perfection.
Yeah.
But I get like as like a musician, like doing that full time and like having that be your 24/7, that has to be like I see that as like a hobby killer. You know what I mean? Like it's not a hobby if you're doing it for a living, but it's that same thing where it's just like you're fucking like burning yourself out so quick.
I
It's
can't
just like,
even imagine that.
But-
That's nuts.
So speaking of which, our tour is gonna. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you guys going on a tour?
One day.
One day, yeah.
We're hoping to.
Where my girlfriend is up north, and I've been she's
where? Where's she at?
NorCal, San Jose.
You sounded so concerned.
Oh no, sorry.
No, because I'm from Modesto. I was like, where's she
Oh
from?
really?
Yeah.
Oh nice. Okay.
The way you said it was like, where's she?
Where's she? She behind me? No.
Where is she, Jeff?
No.
I love San Jose.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. Like she was telling me about the scene out there and all the bands and everything.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good bands over there.
She's been showing me this one, Surprise Privilege. Shout out you guys. You guys are really funny and cool. They the way that they like announce their shows and their like the content that they put out, just like goofy. Like they did a show where they played to like a small group of people in the back of like a moving van or something like that.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. I hope that's them. I hope I'm remembering
That's
correct.
Funny.
No, that's them.
And it was she showed me that. It was like I immediately love it. I don't know anything about their music. I immediately love these guys just because they're unconventional, just like silly, stupid. I love it. I love it. I mean, it's amazing to me.
Just like the Tuxhards.
Oh
Indeed.
yeah,
I love those guys so much.
And one of them is from San Jose too. It's the Bay Area. Those people are crazy.
Yeah.
I love them.
No, the Bay Area is dope. The more I love going up there just because there's always like there's something going on in like the hidden corner of somewhere, like where she is. She's like somewhere around. Anyway,
I know that place.
yeah, I love that place.
Yeah, dude, it's Pasquale's Pizza. It's
Yeah. Benucci's Pizzas.
Shouts out real quick, Alan, Emerson, Matt, and Casey. We love you guys.
I don't. I hate them.
I know they're so
Yeah, I'm gonna say this on record. I can't say anything bad about them. I love them.
Do it. They're fine.
No, they're cool. I've never had
Alan, you're too tall.
All right. I mean, that might be I think we might have to cut that.
Cut.
I'm actually gonna have lunch with him on Thursday
That's cute.
or dinner. I don't remember. I'm gonna see him.
Food. You
Wait, on Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm seeing Alan on Thursday too, but during the day. He's cheating on you.
Bastard.
That's funny.
I'll see you in court.
I
get the kids.
Dude, synced. Fucking synced. Dude. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Wow.
But yeah, like around that area, there's always, it feels like okay, there's definitely like it's too suburban for there not to be like kids who are just like, fuck it, let's just do a show in like this park or something like that.
Yeah,
wherever there's houses and parents, there's gonna be kids mad at their parents.
Oh yeah.
So and then there's gonna be house shows and cops, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of. That's how great music is made.
Yeah, miserable kids.
Miserable kids. And disrespect for authority.
Honestly, yeah. It's very true.
You look like such a dad doing that.
Rock on,
I'm pretty sure I heard like
kids.
6 different bones just in your fingers alone break just doing that. Yeah, there we go. Ooh.
God.
Can I?
You know, back when I saw Black Flag in 1981.
Oh shit.
Everybody on this podcast has like made a joke about being old, and none of us are old. I have yet to have an actual old person on here.
Yeah, and then when you do, it's gonna be I have to apologize for the previous one.
Are they even gonna be able to get off the bed when they're done?
No, they're just gonna melt into the bed like Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka.
Dude, you know what fucking always pissed me off about like the Willy Wonka movies?
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, when the fucking grandma gets up, it's like, dick, you could have fucking worked for the family and made some shit so you're not dirt fucking poor, eating like cabbage every day. There's no nutritional value in cabbage.
He was all right with it though. He loved the taste of water.
No, he did not. No, he's a faker. He was pulling some fraud on that family.
He's a big poopy butthole.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the new Wonka movie?
No.
I just saw it.
How was it?
Yeah. I actually love musicals, and I went into it thinking I was gonna love it, and I didn't.
Really?
I didn't love it. It wasn't bad though, but I didn't love it.
I was just really disappointed that I heard that Timothée Chalamet didn't fuck a peach in this movie.
He didn't.
And I'm really disappointed
I
about
know.
that.
Missed opportunity. James and the Giant Peach. Maybe they'll cast him for that. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Giant, you're giving him a lot of
James
giving
in
him
the
a lot of
mid-sized
credit.
peach.
Yeah.
James in the very average size peach.
Oh, calling all the shots.
Oh.
Get Timothée Chalamet.
No, he did a great job. That was my hip. Did you hear that?
Speaking of old people,
my god, are you gonna need help getting out of the bed after this?
Welcome to Los Deviles, where we age in real time on camera.
We're doing a Benjamin. Oh, no, not a Benjamin Button.
No,
that's the other way.
That's the other way.
Wrong way. Wrong way. Okay, so what were we even just talking about? We're talking about
Influences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff was talking about Skinny Puppy and all his rockabilly shit.
Yeah. So, but that that was the stuff that, and then my mom's side was like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Bjork, PJ
Björk.
Harvey.
Björk rhymes with jerk. Yeah,
I've seen that clip. PJ Harvey and like Fiona Apple, all those, all that shit.
Very
so
cool.
it's like, a lot of my stuff, all that gets like mixed up in a nice little smoothie, and then somehow reaches to someone's ears, if anyone's ears. Sometimes it just sits,
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool. Your mom sounds cool.
She is. She's really cool. Both of my parents are pretty cool. I like especially when it comes to music. Like, I think that I got. It's interesting because a lot of the bands that I listened to as a kid, that I got made fun for, because around the time it was very much like MTV, Britney Spears,
like last year.
Yeah, like last year. Yeah. All that like shit from MTV 2001. I didn't really. It wasn't that I didn't like it. It was just I was forced to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because I was in a daycare center, and that's all they would play.
You're playing MTV in your daycare.
Yeah,
Welcome to TRL. Here's the video for Stan.
Yeah.
Listen, it was a very different time. It
Yeah,
was a very different
very
time.
inappropriate.
No, but like it would be on in the background. I'd be like, okay, whatever,
Yeah.
I just want to listen to my little I just want to listen to my angry little Tool or whatever I could get my hands. I got okay.
Your like stink fist hit clip that you put in.
Yeah. So when I was in elementary school, I had a Walkman, and I kept using this Walkman up until like high school. I had a small little CD collection. I had Linkin Park's is it Meteora? I always forget how to pronounce that.
Is it the one with the dude with the flag, or is he like tagging?
He's like tagging. Yeah, Meteora. Meteora. I had She Wants Revenge, their debut. I had Gorillaz, their debut as well.
Wow.
I had Evanescence, their debut.
What, dude? 2003-ish, right?
Yeah,
was
like
a crazy
Oh
time.
yeah, dude,
Yes.
totally. Like all those fucking bangers that are just classics now. And I remember one time I was reading. I had She Wants Revenge in. And I was reading through like the lyric book because it's a lyric book.
Yeah,
and it's like she's got like half naked. There's
yeah,
the knife
that
and
album cover.
Like
I was like, what is this?
Yeah, exactly. And so like this forever hate this woman. F you if you ever see this. I don't think you will, but just in spirit. She came up to me. She's like, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, "I'm just looking through it." And she's like, she picks it up and she's like, "Do you think this is what women should look like?" And I'm like, I'm a child. Like, what are you talking about?
What?
In retrospect, it's like, yeah, projection.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, lady. And so she fucking took it and then she like ripped it up and like threw it away. And then I'm just like, the f? And then I told
you owe me $9.
Yeah, seriously, that's not cheap.
And it's just like, I found it funny though that she took the lyric book rather than the whole CD.
Yeah,
she left the jewel case, and the jewel case is the one where it's like she has the knife and everything. So it's like, clearly it was just the front that pissed you off.
Still, that's so mean.
And of course made fun of it in high school, but I didn't give a f because I didn't have a phone until like my senior year. So it was just like the CD player, and it worked, dude.
Yeah,
it was like it fucking worked. Just pop that in, like, oh, that's cool. I could just listen idly and like, cool, it's done. All right, next CD.
Yeah.
F it.
I miss that. That was such a time.
It was. I feel so angry for all the people who have modern cars because I have a little 2009 Ford Fusion that still has a CD player.
I don't have one, and I wish I did.
It sucks because it's just there's something cool about having like the physical media right there.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I have a story.
Story time.
Yeah. I have a story involving vintage technology
Let's hear it.
and a car. So I had a 2004 Toyota RAV4 Sport from my parents because they were like, well, we don't want to junk this car. Let's give it to Trevor. So it had a working cassette deck in it, and I had gotten this album from this dude in Reddit in the UK. He was like, oh, I made something and it sounds like Neutral Milk Hotel. And I was like, well, that sounds interesting. So I bought it, and it had this tiny little mushroom wood carving with a cassette. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. I listened to it, and I was like, what the f*** is this? And I was like, all right, I didn't think about it. And then it was essentially the only tape that I had. So it was just always on repeat every time I was in my car. And I fell in love with it. And then my car got stolen. So I was like, oh no, like I don't have the cassette. I lost it. And I actually reached out to the guy and I was like, hey, do you have any more, please? And he was going to send me his copy.
Oh, really?
And then I got called to the police station and they were like, we found some personal effects, and guess what? The tape was in there.
Oh.
Yeah. So physical media fucking rules, dude.
Yeah. Especially with everything being on like as a service. You don't own anything anymore, so it's just like what's stopping any company to be like, yeah, that's gone now.
Like I said, the caveman of the group.
It's true though. It's true. I do think about that. Before I started buying like records and stuff, I was like, I just didn't get it. I was like, why would I pay for a physical copy of music when I could listen to it whenever
anywhere?
I want?
Yeah.
But like, first of all, I do get it now and I love having them. But for a while I was like, I didn't get it. But you're right. Like, what if something happened and streaming platforms went bye-bye?
Yeah.
That happens all the time to some of my favorite shit. Like this album at
stuff
one
gets
point
taken
wasn't
down.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Oh yeah,
it's very sad.
I both. It's like a love-hate relationship with it too, because it it takes up room, but at the same time you're like, hey, this is it. Like, yeah, my Spotify playlist could just disappear, whether they cancel the actual subscription or the service, or if it just whatever
glitch.
It just glitch.
It's like
just
a sunspot, just everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I would absolutely die. That would be
dude.
the
Most
worst
people
thing
would,
ever.
man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Hopefully I just die when that happens. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh yeah. No.
Speaking of sunspots, With Teeth is 9 Inch Nails' most underrated album.
Agree.
Yeah.
I think I
got influences too.
Hold on. I don't know if it's underrated because there a lot more recently I've been seeing people say With Teeth is like one of their favorites.
Yeah, it's modern appraisal. It's modern reappraisal.
Well, I mean, like sure, yeah. I would say Year Zero is their most underrated, and that's one of my favorite albums.
Year Zero has the coolest thing I've ever seen a musician do. It has an alternate reality game. Do you know what that is?
Ooh, no.
Okay,
I mean,
do yourself a favor. Like, as soon as this is over, when you have, like, time, look up Year Zero ARG. Mm-hmm. Basically, what he did is he came up with this huge marketing campaign, full of interactive things. Like, people had to go physical places.
Oh, yeah. I've seen bands do that,
to find
fun,
like, it's so fucking immersive and cool. Like I was gonna try to do something with that for the first album, and then we ran out of time.
And it was cool too. It's like if you found all the clues and everything, you got invited to like a secret show
in LA, in a warehouse that got busted by the SWAT team. Mm-hmm. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's
it was
very
really
on
cool.
brand, I think.
And then like they released like a DVD of that show too.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that was The Gift, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
But
that's crazy.
It's like. That's one of my favorite albums, and I've been listening to it on repeat before my car radio decided to go kaput. So
oh no,
yeah, it's fine. Luckily, it's not too bad, but yeah, it's I was able to get it out. The big worry about physical media is like the CD player. If the CD player goes kaput, then
that's
it's like
also a problem.
Can I grab the fucking thing before it just eats it
just
up?
Give it to me.
Yeah, please.
Just crack it open.
Yeah, exactly. Just but
That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of what you've been listening to lately, what have you been listening to lately? What have you guys both had on rotation?
I have been listening to a whole lot of stuff. No, I'm trying to think.
Specific.
It's like
I love that band.
Shut up.
Pull out your Spotify or your Apple Music if you have to.
No, I got it. Hold on. Okay. Toots and the Maytals' Funky Kingston is one of the greatest albums ever made. Mm-hmm. It's this reggae album from 1971 that a bunch of these dudes from Jamaica made. And it's just it's hard to find like genuinely fun music, I think, at least nowadays. Like everything has a tinge of sadness somewhere in it. Yeah. And like this one is just, we're all happy to be fucking alive. There's sun out, like everything is great. And I've been listening to that album a lot. There's that one, there's this album, Big Science, Laurie Anderson. There is the Soft Bulletin, the Flaming Lips. I've been listening Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. Let's see what else. There's a whole bunch. Elvis Costello, which I saw. Elvis Costello was the single worst concert I've ever been to.
Really? What?
I was so disappointed I cried.
Oh.
It was so bad. So he ambles up on stage. He's like, yeah, good. And like, he gets up to the microphone and he starts to attempt to sing Pump It Up, and he's horribly off time.
Oh,
like, the song is like, no, honey, he could hear.
Oh.
He had a fucking 3 monitors right in front of him, and it's like, pump it up, and you don't really
cannot be off
need
on
it.
that.
And it was just like, what the is happening? And that was the whole show.
Except something must have been wrong with like the monitors. Or
I thought that was the case, and then I saw reviews of the other shows on that tour. They were the exact same.
There was only one song you said that he did well, right?
Which was the fastest one. I Don't Want to Go to Chelsea.
He was just singing as fast as
he could.
He was like, this is right.
All the other ones, he was kind of like mumbling his way through. That one, he was like, get your kicks on 6 to 6. Then a minute, get it on last year's model. And I was just like, where the fuck was this the whole show? And it was like the second to last song, and he played all these bummer tunes. It was awful. And then like a month later, I saw Sparks at the Hollywood Bowl, and it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Those motherfuckers are over 80.
Yeah,
and they perform like they're fucking 30.
Yeah, that was I was at the same show. It was. Oh my god, it was so fucking good.
We actually met. We have a picture of us at the Hollywood Bowl together because we're gonna be there. Just watch.
Yeah, manifesting.
Straight up.
Yeah, I always wonder, like when I see artists who not even like who are like elderly, but like even like our age or any age who are like jumping up and down. And I mean, you guys even. I'm like, do you like stretch before your shows ever? Or do you just go in and?
I have a heavy regimen of butter heavy snacks. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, okay, I don't know how that helps, but sure.
No, I do a voice warm up, but really, man, I just get like fucking.
Is your neck sore after?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I used to be in a punk band called This Is a Train Wreck, and whenever we did tours, I had to ice my neck between every show. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that one had choreography.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Okay. Hold on, wait. No, I have to just. Okay. We did essentially a lot of the same songs. And like I would have certain things that I would do,
right,
so it just
like
kind of
light choreo.
It just kind of it was heavy. I was like doing running, like I ran in place a lot, and I would like jump and do all sorts of like really crazy shit, and like I really do miss being in that band. Shout out Johnny, Paul, and TJ, and George. Actually, congrats on joining the band. I love you, George. It was really fun, but with no surprises. Like whenever we perform. At least for me, I always try to make every show different.
Yeah.
Because I feel it's really important to gain a fan base by giving something to them that they won't see at the next show. Like every single show we do is different. I don't think we've ever had the same set list.
No, yeah, we try to make it different, and like especially with drums, you can kind of get away with playing the song a little bit differently.
Oh, trust me, he does.
Yeah, and especially with this last show, usually there's like a little bit where I hit it with the sticks.
I fucking hated you for that.
Wait, so let's talk about your most recent show, right? At the
Milk Room.
How was that?
So that was a cool show. It was a very like really chill crowd. Everyone was fucking into it, and that's always a good thing when you're a band playing, because you're always worried about like, is everyone just gonna be like sitting down?
Yeah,
or like
because it's like a clothing store.
It's a clothing
right?
store. Yeah, it's like a little vintage clothing store, and it's pretty. Cool. It's like only a little bit bigger than. It's like another one of these rooms.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
But it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I love intimate shows like that, just because it's it's just a lot better. The energy, you can feel it a lot more. But it was really good. Because I'm old, I didn't get to stay for all of the bands. Usually we try to stay for everyone.
One of us is usually like kind of the representative when we stay, and it's just like, oh my God, that was a cool.
Yeah, I get it.
Good job.
Do you want to play another show together?
You want to collab?
Yeah, pretty much.
But I can't remember the name. I feel bad. I can't remember the names of the bands that.
Okay,
that
it was Once Something, Bloodshot, October, the band, Mirror Maze, and Wreck Effect.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Wow, look at the mind of an
I know.
elephant.
I memorized it because I always want to say like, "Yo, thanks to these bands for fucking having us," because they didn't have to, but they did.
That is nice.
Yeah, that show was weird, man.
Why?
Yeah.
Why was it weird?
Well,
good
I'm gonna
weird?
and bad. I gotta get a bit heavy here. My mom passed away about 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
it sucks.
By the way, that's how it's been for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's just even when in her last moments, it was just like nothing but jokes the entire time.
To give you an idea, in the waiting room, minutes before she passed, my brother, I'm like crying and obvious shit, and my brother turns to me and he's like, "Trevor, I know you're going through a hard time right now, but it could be worse." And I look at him and he's like, "She could do this twice." So that just gives you an idea of the kind of family I have. So that happened, and I was really nervous because this was our first show since November at the Hotel Cafe, and like we didn't really have a ton of time to practice, and it was just really tense.
Yeah.
But I got to sing my mom's favorite song, "Country Roads" by John Denver, before the set, and there's video of it. So I think Perla, my wife, has video of it, but it was a really special show because I got to pay tribute to my mom, and it was really cool.
That is very
My
cool.
pin fell off. Thanks, Mom.
Oh my God, you guys. Wow, that is crazy. I do love that song, and I feel like
you can have it.
Thank you. I feel like that song always lands really well because everybody knows it and everybody loves to sing it.
Oh yeah,
with the band, and it's that's really awesome.
It's one of those songs where you're just like you're allowed to have fun with it, and you can build like a connection with the audience.
Yeah,
and I feel like that like we were again talking about Skinny Puppy. That's probably like the biggest I'll like to go to see a band is a space like that because it's big enough.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's a lot of people there, but it's just small enough to where it's like you're having an intimate moment with all of the members, especially.
It was very, dude. I photographed that show, so I was in the photo pit.
You
and I was like literally shaking. I was like,
"Oh my god,
Kevin!
You have to show me some of the photos."
I
Oh my
will.
god!
But you're right. Even like when I got out of the pit and was just in the crowd, I was like, "There's like not a bad spot in this venue right now."
No, yeah,
it's great. I love that venue.
Belasco is such a good venue.
It is so good.
I always thought the Palladium is weird because it's like widescreen show.
I've never been
like
there.
it's so weird. I saw Death Grips there.
Ooh,
and
how was that?
Oh, it was great.
Oh god,
I got f***ed up in that pit. And then Ministry started and we left.
Why?
Because they were.
I don't know.
Explain.
Yeah. So recently. And to be honest, I shouldn't be talking about it because I haven't seen a show, but I've had a couple people, including him, tell me that it's just like Uncle Al has been like overtly political, which is funny because industrial music has been, the point of it is very much political.
Yeah.
Like it's a social political genre.
Yeah.
But it was just like he was throwing like.
No, the problem wasn't that he was political. The problem was they were just terrible songs.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Oh, yeah, like, I didn't care. He had big Trump ducks on the side of the stage for some reason. And, like, half the songs were, like, F*** Trump, which I was like, yeah, cool. But then he was like, they did a song about Antifa or Trump. I don't remember what it was.
What?
And it's, like, super boomer shit. And I was just like, I don't want to be here. I didn't come here I came here to see Death Grips.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually scared.
Because the chorus of one of the songs was punch in the face, I think I want to punch you in the face. And that was half the song. And I was like, why does Jeff like this?
Well, no, because I'm very much into like when, because I was listening to Kevin Key talk and they were talking about how when Al listened to, I can't remember which album, but immediately he was kind of like, and this is just like how the story goes that I've heard it. He was like, this is fucking awesome. What I do is like kind of lame. I'm going to do something similar to this. And then I think that's when Land of Rape and Honey came out.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking name, dude.
I
know.
It's like, it's terrible name for an album. Pretty good album though. Pretty good album. Like it's again like it's noise, rough, edgy. Yeah. My kryptonite. But after that then he's like all that early stuff, even his his synth pop stuff, I love it. But then as it got through the years, it's just there's a reason why I haven't really listened to any of his newer stuff.
Yeah, I mean I really liked a lot of their early like Dark Side of the Spoon and stuff, like which you showed me a long time ago.
I think I showed you Revolting Cocks.
Yeah, no.
What the hell?
You showed me that
are
one
these
too.
Names?
Oh my god.
Revolting Cocks. Yeah.
Revolting Cocks.
You haven't heard of them?
No.
Okay, so Revolting Cocks is like an industrial like power group. It had Chris Connolly in it. It had Al Jurgensen. It had Bill Rieflin, who passed a couple years ago. There's a couple they're escaping me right now, but it's really, really good.
I'll have to listen because I'm
listen,
intrigued.
Listen to Linger Fickin' Good.
Oh my.
It is.
Okay, I definitely won't forget that name.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's one of my favorite. That's been.
Has that been on your rotation?
Looping
lately?
it back around.
Yeah,
that's been
nice.
Hey,
you like how we did that? That was on purpose.
Big fucking brain move.
Oh
Doesn't
my
happen
God.
often. Big brain.
Occasionally.
Nice. Now that's it. I'm exhausted for the rest of the year.
Good God, Jeff.
What?
That was great. I'm so proud.
It's one of my favorite albums. I've that and KMFDM's Symbols. One of my favorite all-time albums as well. Like
Nice.
That's been on rotation like constantly.
Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, because that has like years of credit behind it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
However, I did. I heard the Rolling Stone 500 Greatest Albums list. Like, I listened to all of them in 3 months, and I do have to say, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On is better than that album, but I just like the Beach Boys more.
That's fair.
Because Brian Wilson is insane, and he's a genius.
He is
I got to
insane.
see him. I got to see him in his last show in L.A.
Really?
He's done touring.
Yeah,
because he's old as shit. And like, it was really kind of sad.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, I got to hear some of the best songs from the catalog. He did Don't Worry, Baby. He did Heroes and Villains. He did Good Vibrations. Like, all these fucking incredible songs, but he just didn't have it, man. Like, when he did Heroes and Villains, he was like, I've been in this town so long that back in the city, I've been it for a long, long time. And it was just like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
It was sad, but we got to see him, and that was
you got to see him.
me and Auden. He's not here. He's right here. The lead guitarist of the band No Prizes. Auden in his pants at Keezian.
Is that what he's? What?
I don't know what he's doing right now. I just thought it was funny.
Oh.
We can call him. Do you want to call him?
Yeah, let's call him.
Okay, we're gonna call him.
His pants.
All right, I'm gonna ask him right now.
Like,
So anyway, let me.
I'm busy.
Oh God.
Let me continue talking about why Pet Sounds is amazing.
Were you at Darker Wave Fest at all?
No. I wish.
Oh, that was such an awesome.
Did you go?
Yeah, him
Who
and
did
I
you
went.
see?
We saw. I saw Christian Death. I wanted to see 45 Grave and Skeleton Family, but I waited in line for like an hour and a half for merch.
That's the thing. It's because it's one day, right?
Yeah, it's only one day, and it's like festivals like that cannot be held for one day.
You don't get to do anything.
No,
You
exactly.
get to see one or two people, and you're in the sun.
Hello?
I heard it was hot, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, all right, we got Auden A+ Keezian on the line here.
You're live on the air.
Live on the air.
Wow, thank you for the warning.
Why would it's more fun this way. How are you, pal?
I'm doing okay.
Well, that's wonderful.
What are you on? What are you playing on rotation recently?
Yeah, what are you
Auden?
listening to?
What am I listening to? Let
Yeah.
me check my Spotify playlist.
Don't know it by heart. Wow.
Wow, dude, I knew mine by heart, and I'm
On the
stupid.
spot harder than like
I've been
anybody.
listening to AFI.
Me too. Woo!
I've been listening because we watched Saltburn, so I've been listening to that song "Murder on the Dance
We
Floor,"
were just listening to that before we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were asking us about Saltburn.
and then the new Queens of the Stone Age album, and Bob Dylan, and
Because of the movie that's
some
coming
like
out.
math rock and
Some
Run
math.
DMC.
Run DMC.
Wow, that's a pretty. That sounds
yeah.
fun. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Just toss in some Run DMC. Just pepper it in.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is. Nice. Thank you.
Next question.
Oh.
Next question.
Yeah, next. Okay. What is your advice for anybody who's just starting out in music?
Like playing an instrument or
Anything. Like, what would you, if somebody was just now finding, like, okay, I think I really want to seriously pursue music, what would be your advice to them?
Say something for the record. Tell the people what you think.
As
Assuming
far
they
as,
already
like,
play an instrument.
business career aspect of it, I have absolutely no idea because I don't even know how to do that. But as far as playing an instrument, just trying to remind yourself how slow it can be and not to get frustrated and discouraged, because there are songs that I've been trying to learn for years that I still haven't gotten, and if I got frustrated and gave up, then I would be very sad.
Yeah. That's great advice. Thank you,
Thank you.
for your participation.
Very
From
very
afar.
very sage advice, Mr. Auden.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Jeez. Okay, what about you guys? What would be your advice to somebody, assuming they already like play an instrument and are like, okay, I really want to do this seriously? What would you tell that person? Or tell yourself that you know now?
I think it would be like
Invest in cryptocurrency. It's the
Invest
best
now,
way to start a
invest
band.
now. No surprises. We
No surprises coin coming out in 2023.
I know, right? Did you guys
no,
ever
it's
buy
2024.
or did you buy Dogecoin? Remember that?
No,
What a time.
no. I had a bunch of friends in my Discord that were all into it, and I'm just like, okay,
I don't
guys.
get it.
I'll be honest. There was a moment where I was like, maybe, but then like that was like the day after. The day after everything fucking crashed, and like, yeah, there we go. That's
there it is.
Yeah, and it's just like,
It always happens. I know, it's tough.
Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's okay. So I went to you guys' EP release show a while ago at Permanent Records or House.
Oh, that was
yeah.
fun.
That was fun. That was a really, really good show.
Oh,
crazy
my
lineup. Like, absolutely crazy. I love that venue. Very low ceilings.
We did
Oh
virtually.
yeah, I know, right?
It was funny. We did virtually the same show at the Hotel Cafe because we had Boris and the Joy and the Talkshards.
Yeah.
We just didn't have blind charades.
That's who. And yeah, that's who it was. That's who wasn't there.
We had Tall McCartney at the Hotel Cafe. By the way, he's producing our next EP.
Very cool, which
Coming
we will
out-
be talking about.
Coming out in May. We'll talk about that later. Also,
will.
I want to plug real quick Grismer. He just put out a remix of our song Summerton.
I literally just listened to that today.
Isn't
it's
it
good?
fucking
It's fun.
sick?
Yeah.
And without like any kind of like PR, I was actually really excited because it sounds so fun. It's
It is
just like
fun.
it's
Can we talk about that song for a moment? I love that song.
Which one?
Summerton.
no.
Why not? I like it. That's like one of my favorite songs.
Nice
for
Sure. What? Yeah.
Are you like a true crime person? Do you like true crime? Is
Okay. My parents like religiously would watch the ID channel or Oxygen.
Yeah.
And it's basically murder 24/7.
Yeah.
And like Dad, I have some questions when I get home. That's so bad.
Oh.
See, I told you it's how we deal with things.
So done. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, they watch murder all the time, and I found out about this case called the Summerton Man.
Yeah.
Which is since been almost cracked, which I'm kind of bummed. Like right after the song came out, I was just like,
No, it's
But-
I still think it's like a nice tribute, kind of.
it's
to
a nice,
this guy.
gentle song about a corpse.
I like it.
I don't even remember how the lyrics kind of. I just started
It's like I want to
thinking about it.
be or go.
Yeah, actually, that came first. I just want to go somewhere that's safer than here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that was like the as you were mouthing the lines,
Yeah.
kind of like humming it out.
Yeah.
That was the one line that was like, "Go somewhere."
Yeah, shockingly, majority of our songs have been from jam sessions.
Interesting.
Almost all of them.
Yeah,
Like,
because we're all hacks except for maybe Aren, but because he's all about theory.
Yeah.
And,
Oh my god.
So like a lot of the time when we play something, I'll say I'm a hack. Everyone else knows what they're doing. Will kind of like sound it out, and so like for me personally, I prefer that way. Though there are benefits to like coming in like, okay, this is the structure, because then like that gives you something to that gives you something to bite on.
something to put your hat on.
Something to put.
I tell you what, boy. I'll tell you what, Bobby. Damn it, it's all toilet sounds.
You sound like Elvis.
Thank you very much. I went out I saw Austin Butler the other day, and I said, "Why you sound like me? You making fun of me?"
I tell you what.
Tell you what.
But yeah, like that's I didn't even know that song was about like that was a case
Yeah.
until my friend Gracie she came up.
Shouts out Gracie. Thank you for getting
This
us.
Gracie Jean
FTG.
is her Instagram, and she does
handle.
wonderful, awesome poetry. I love her poetry.
Ooh,
It's
cool.
like so snippet, just like moments in time that are so like you're there in that moment.
Yeah. That's cool.
Is the best way to describe it
Expanding
at the
a
moment.
moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's very and she came and was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe, like, do you guys know about the Summerton murder?" And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I was like, is that
Yeah.
what this is about?
Yeah.
It says torso. It says torso in the
yeah,
song, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
And like I washed up on the beach.
Yeah.
I didn't know where. Yeah, it's just like I guess. Let me. And then I looked at like,
yeah.
this is the first time I'm learning about it too.
Yeah, it's a sad case, but it's nice that they're starting to potentially identify a bazillion years later, but there's a lot of cases like that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. There was, I feel like a fool now that I'm like, yeah, let me tell you about this one other one, because it came up in my head and then it just like.
Was it the girl, the lady of the dunes?
No. It was I can't even. Yeah.
It's
anyway.
okay. But it reminds me. I saw something around Day of the Dead this year. There's a cemetery. It's not Hollywood Forever, but it's something else. I'll have to look it up. But it's in LA.
Oh.
And they basically have like a burial ceremony for all. I don't know if it's all or like a lot of like unclaimed individuals who passed away like in LA County. Like there's like I think every 3 years they do it for people who like their families haven't like come forward to like claim them, which is like really sad, but you know, it happens, especially if they're not from here. But they have like a big service that anybody can go to, and they give everybody like little roses. They have like people from all different religions do like a little like ceremony just to cover all the bases, and then they, you know, and then for the atheists they're like, well, sucks. And then they bury them, and I think it's nice. I want to go. It's nice.
Yeah, the Christian pastor is like, may they all return to Jesus, and the atheists
are like,
damn, whoops.
Except for us. Yeah, we're gonna go in there now.
I just drop. Oh no, I don't got anything. Just put them in, get the dirt out. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I do love Summerton. That EP is really good. I have a record of it. It's in my closet somewhere.
You can buy it right now at any of our shows. Come.
Do you guys have them at all the shows?
Yeah.
I love them.
And we actually, if you come and buy them at the show, we'll sign it for you if you ask.
Yeah, I should probably go find mine because I actually did not get mine signed.
And
maybe I'll just bring it to a show. I don't want to get up.
No, you already bought it. You missed your chance.
Okay, fine. That's
and
fine.
if you have ordered one and send us money, you still have it returned. Hit us up because we've been having problems.
Yeah, let them know.
He's actually right.
Yeah, we've been having.
We're not very good at e-commerce.
No, we're not.
It's hard. It is hard.
Did you say eats hard?
Eats hard.
Eats hard. By the way, we're sponsored by Ray's Hard Sandwiches. It's hard salami, stale bread, full uncut pickles. It's horrible. Come eat it.
And you get
Actually,
Ray's.
Speaking of sandwiches, you guys did say I'm allowed to ask. So what's everybody's favorite sandwich? Like death row meal if they said you only get a sandwich.
Only a sandwich.
Yeah. Like a complex sandwich from a specific place, but what would it be?
I would have what I used to get when I worked at Jersey Mike's because it was fire. Mm-hmm. Jersey Mike's was a hellscape, first of all. I have so many stories about that.
Oh, God.
Jared. And
I feel like all we've done is just call people out.
I know.
We're not that
have no relation to us.
I know.
You guys haven't even gotten to the part where I actually ask you to be controversial. You guys are just throwing fists for no reason.
You know what?
Listen,
I don't even care. You know what? The world is burning, and I'm going to roast some marshmallows.
That's so
God, that's
true.
so sassy.
I didn't even mean
It's giving, it's literally giving Regina George.
Yeah, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. You know, I'm so brilliant. No, I'm just kidding.
Your favorite was what kind of sandwich would you take?
Oh, yeah.
down
my
before you
huge fucking fat gullet before I die. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would make a number 9.
Make it. Oh, you're making it because you worked.
Of course, yeah. Do you think I trust somebody else to make my fucking death row sandwich?
Schmo.
I could put all sorts of shit
What
in
if
there.
Jersey Mike himself said, "I will make
the
you"?
Jersey Mike.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey, what's up? What do you want in your sandwich?"
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Can I have this?" Hey, we don't serve that. Get the fuck out of here.
No. You want extra? No.
Hey,
No
it's extra. It's extra.
25 cents.
The government's not paying for this fucking mayo. I would have a number 9, which is turkey, roast beef, and Swiss cheese. But I would have them use the Parmesan that they use on the rosemary Parmesan, grill it onto the bread, and then put onions, a lot of onions. I really like onions. Onions, tomatoes, the Mike's Way with banana peppers, pickles. I'm getting hungry. Mayo,
You want
mustard.
some popcorn?
Yeah. Oh, you have popcorn?
I do.
Oh, popcorn.
You want some?
Popcorn, sure.
Okay.
I love popcorn. No, wait, don't leave if it means you have to leave.
Jessica's gonna make us some popcorn.
Yo, shouts out Jessica real quick. Thank you.
Captured by popcorn by Jessica.
Every now and then she'll peek in and I'll see her face. And she's got this big old smile that makes me giggle.
I keep looking at her.
Yeah, I know. And it's just like, yee.
Oh my god. Okay, wait.
And then the crispy bacon at the bottom of the tray. Yeah. No, let me tell you. Okay, so we used to make it like in 2 batches. We would make a whole load in the beginning for the first shift and then for the second shift. And at the second shift, it has been cooking essentially, slow cooking for like ever.
Slow cooked bacon? Wait.
Yeah.
What texture is it?
Crispy. Oh, like initially?
No. Slow cooked?
What?
So it's just burnt as
Kind of.
Oh, I love burnt bacon.
Exactly,
yeah. That sounds good.
So I always used to fish that out at the bottom and put that in my sandwich, and that is my death row sandwich.
Nice.
Rare roast beef, thin sliced turkey, has to be thin.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yep.
That sounds good.
Kids, follow your dreams.
Yeah. Okay, what's yours?
What's yours, Jeff?
It would be
hair.
I don't know what that was. I tried to do something else, I think. I don't know. Sometimes the noises just take over.
No,
he was trying to growl and he couldn't do it.
It would be a pastrami melt from Cantor's.
Oh, everybody's You are like the 4th person this week to talk about pastrami. What's happening?
No, pastrami is just good.
Actually, it's pronounced pastrami. So
Actually, it's pronounced shut up.
Oh god.
See, I told you the cleverness is gone. That was
No,
it.
no,
That was
that was good.
That was it. There
No.
was no he wasn't kidding when he said I'm a caveman. It is true.
you're my hero, Jeff.
Oh my god.
We could be heroes.
Just for 1 hour.
Just for one.
Because I don't have enough to pay for a full day.
Nah.
That's true. That's true.
What's your sandwich, Jeff?
Yeah, no, pastrami melt for Cantor's, and then the pickles. I have a funny story. This is no way a dig on Cantor's because I used to work at a flame broiler, and I've had my fair share of like oopsie whoopsies.
Oh, you worked at the flame broiler next to me.
Yeah.
Holy.
You guys have just been like
No.
around each other forever.
So no, not at the one next to you. I worked in the one that. I worked at the one that's in the Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
There was a
Trader
flame broiler next to the Jersey Mike's I worked
Yeah,
at.
no, I saw that. That one's newer.
No, that one was
North
there.
Hollywood?
No, in Chatsworth.
Oh.
Chatsworth, yeah.
Oh. I think they're okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
No, it's all ADHD kids. Come on.
Cantors,
Unite.
pickles,
What?
hold the
I
mayo.
said unite.
I wasn't listening. Sorry, I got distracted.
Stop. Okay.
But yeah, no, Cantor. So I have a funny story. Went there with a friend of mine, and they always give you pickles. Like the first thing.
I don't think I've ever been there, but I'm like.
Oh, okay, so they usually you should go. It's great. Oh, dude, coming in with a popcorn. Trevor, there's. Oh,
It's gonna be so hot. Wait. Wait. Can I
dude.
get a bowl, please?
Yeah.
Can you get? Okay, it's
The
where
popcorn is
you're
sad.
looking at the stove, and then it's down. It's the cabinet,
You
bottom
can't-
right.
You can't see it.
By the way,
it's,
we're sponsored by Vivid Entertainment. Catch their Orville Redenbacher parody, Orville Redenbacher,
that is not true.
Any
We are
bowl.
not
coming
that
out
was- You know where my good bowl is?
August
Bobby.
12th.
Bobby Luttrell, give me back my Williams Sonoma bowl.
What is a good bowl? Tell me about this. Tell me about this mythical bowl.
So
Scandal.
My mom got me and my sisters all sets of like nice white plastic bowls with like lids from Williams Sonoma. I would have never bought that for myself because that place is expensive. Nice bowl, and the one that's the perfect size for like popcorn and like big like just like the perfect big bowl. During Halloween for the posters that I put up, I made wheat paste, so it was just flour and boiling water, and I was going all around LA putting it up, and it was in that bowl. And then Bobby was like, "Oh, I'll do some. Give me the glue and some posters." And I did, and I told him, "Don't lose this bowl, or I'll kill you. Do not lose this bowl."
No.
And then I forgot to get it back, and it's been like 6 months. So it turns out I was the problem all along.
Bobby, we love you. But just give her back her bowl, man.
He's gonna see this and be like, "You haven't asked for it once because I have
Well,
not.
she's asking for it now.
Now I want it, so give it back." I'm just kidding. Okay, let me tell you about my death row sandwich.
Yes.
Eat some, yeah. If you want to make another one, you can, dude. I bought the popcorn for this podcast.
That one's for the cat.
Yeah, marshmallow gets that one. Okay, my death row sandwich.
Thank you.
Sorry. Would probably be. I'm trying to think. Fat Sal's, I want to say, is probably.
I forgot about Fat Sal's.
Yeah, they have a really good beef dip. It's called the Bodacious Beef Dip. And it's really good.
Really?
And it comes with gravy. I love gravy, you guys.
Oh my God, yes.
And the thing about Fat Sal's, though, you can get any sandwich with gravy. They'll put it in the sandwich. They'll give you a vat of it. But I think I would get the Bodacious Beef Dip with a big ass vat of gravy.
Ooh, yeah.
And I would just
You can't have sides. It's just a sandwich.
Well, okay, put the gravy in the sandwich, Sal. I'll eat it that way. I don't care. Okay.
That sounds awesome. I've never been to Fat Sal's before.
Dude.
We're gonna go soon.
Oh yeah.
It is nuts.
Is
We're
it?
gonna go soon. Yeah.
I always
Feel free to join us.
Yeah, tell me when you go. I'll
There-
probably make it work because I'm always looking for it. It's so good. I'm imagining that this is a Fat Sal sandwich.
slathered
not
in gravy. The greatest gravy to ever grace this
is.
land.
That was
You guys,
fantastic.
one time I DoorDashed and they forgot my gravy and I cried. I'm not kidding.
I thought you
you
were gonna say
forget the
I
gravy?
drove there and I was like, "Where's my gravy?"
I should have. I did complain. On DoorDash, I was like, they forgot my fucking gravy. I was pissed.
There's this really great breakfast slash coffee place that I go to every now and then. That's because Fat Sal's is on Ventura, right? In Woodland
Yes,
Hills?
there's one. Yeah, there's one in Ventura.
Yeah. It's called Lodge Bread.
What a name.
I know, kind of a mouthful, but they have these sourdough cinnamon rolls.
Oh, God. That
And-
sounds good.
And it's not like a cinnamon roll that you can fit in your hand. No,
Big?
it's huge. I always get it, and it lasts me like 2 days because it's so
Dang.
huge. And the icing that they use, or the the icing,
Yeah.
it's not like that like artificial that you can.
I would
like,
still eat that, but
Yeah, you still eat it, but this one you know it's quality because like you can taste the buttercream and you can taste like all you can taste everything that they put inside of it.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
funny
God.
enough, the leftover that they have of that they used to spackle apartments.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool.
Yum.
My
That
colon
sounds
is
delicious.
completely spackled with it, and I'm okay with that.
Solid like a house. All right. My last. Sorry. My last question of our chit chat section here. So the last stupid shit.
Oh my
that
God,
I'm
we
doing.
haven't even got.
We haven't even gotten to the music
Are
section.
we doing are we doing something wrong?
Is this an interview?
No. I'm just telling you. At some point, I will make this worth you guys being here. You'll
No, it
this
already
is
is.
fun.
This is
talk
great.
about your
No,
music.
this is
Okay.
fun. I'm having a great time.
Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to ask about was, what is your favorite stripe? Because remember, we talked about sandwiches and stripes. What's your favorite stripe? Because I can't believe neither of you are wearing stripes. I don't know
What
why
are
I
you
did.
talking about? I'm wearing
Oh, that
stripes right
counts.
here.
Okay. What about?
I'm the outlier.
Jeff doesn't do what anybody tells him
favorite
because he's a rebel.
Sorry, I'm again caveman. Clarify what we mean by favorite stripe. Like favorite.
Is there a reason behind the stripes, Jeff, for you?
Every stripe is different. Look at my
Yeah.
socks. Look at this. Look at that.
My favorite stripe.
Which direction? Which thickness? What colors?
You know, I've always
Marshmallow.
liked marshmallow. Very cute. Eat the wire. No,
Stop it.
you're so goofy. I love so I've always wanted to own a pair of black, not tight fitting, but kind of like a little loose fitting black pinstripe. Red pinstripe pants.
Like a nice trouser.
Yeah. No, yeah, because it's
A nice
just
pair of slacks.
a nice pair of slacks that I can pull over my belly. There's just something about it that it's just very appealing. It leads the eye down, and it's just so like professional looking.
Sorry.
It's funny as I said that line because you're the only other person that I could talk to about Venture Brothers. There's a character named Orpheus, and he wears like pinstripes, and there was like a little joke where they're talking about like fashions, like
this
black,
red. This
like
red
this
makes me look fat.
Yeah, it's like and so it's like he's like, gentlemen, you should wear pinstripes. It leads the eye down.
Oh my god, it's true. It is true. Wearing horizontal stripes, I'm always like, this was a really bold choice of me.
It is. And when I used to have like a little like something similar to that where it was white with black stripes, and I used to love that thing. And not that I know anything about fashion now, but when I was a child, I would wear that thing often. I pulled it out recently and I was looking at it like, oh my god, like it's really hard to pull this off. Holy crap! How did I do it when I was a kid?
It's really hard to pull it out too.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
As I pull it, it's actually just a mass now. It's like super stiff. I don't know. I didn't use it.
Good god! All right.
There's actually a reason behind stripes, and well, for me, it's black and white in general. But it started with stripes. Sorry, it does mean something to me. It's just I never know how to talk about something serious because like we're very not serious.
I know
we do not take ourselves seriously.
No, but the stripes mean something really special to me. I got all sorts of depressed issues, and everybody's got a whole bunch of shit that they're sad about. The world itself is a really dark place a lot of the time, and like I try to make whatever we do, like on stage, through our music, anything, I try to make it somewhat hopeful. Like we have songs about murder and shit, but they sound fun, and like every single song that I write the lyrics for, I try to make sure there's some kind of like hopeful message in there, because the world is full of darkness, and that's why I wear stripes, because we want to be the light in the darkness.
That's cool. I love that. I always have seen you wearing stripes, and I've never known why. I thought it was just like your on stage uniform. I love that. That's really cool.
Like I keep to the black and white theme is so that I have a thing. Like
Yeah, you always need a thing.
I always wear black and white, but the stripes, that's what the stripes are for.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, I feel like such a dummy. I don't have anything.
Feel like you are one.
Oh. It's okay. Next time we'll all wear stripes. We'll all dress like Beetlejuice. Oh my god, I have my Beetlejuice jacket. Do you want to put that on?
Your Beetlejuice jacket?
Yeah, it's kind of beat up.
I love like beat up is like noise for fashion.
Okay, hold on.
I dressed up as Beetlejuice for our show October 28th.
Did you?
At the Grand Palace, yeah.
It's right here.
That is so sick.
Oh wait. Is that the one that you wore to Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
I'm so bummed that we missed that.
I am too.
I was there.
Well, we'll be there next year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
That was a cool show. I like that show a lot. That's a cool spot too.
That was a really good venue.
Yeah.
Is it not there anymore?
No, it's still there, I think.
Is it? I don't know. Is 10 still open? I don't know.
I feel
Yeah, we'll look it up. Hey, Mickey.
it was like right across the street from the market. Ooh.
Does it fit?
Tight on the shoulders.
Now we all have stripes.
No, I'm wearing stripes. Permanently closed.
Yeah. Don't worry if it like rips or anything. I got it for free.
All right, let's move on to the.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's move on to the music portion.
Let's. Okay, so you guys have a new EP coming out soon. Let's talk about the songs. I got to listen to them because I am better than you, and they're real. I love them. But do you guys? So who does the writing? Is it a group effort?
For what do you mean?
For all of your songs?
Well, like lyric wise or music?
Both.
I write the lyrics for the most part. Pretty much all the lyrics.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say that. I don't want to be like, I write all the lyrics. But yeah,
It's a one-man show.
I write most of the lyrics. And then we all come up with the music together. Like usually somebody comes in with like an idea or in Jeff's case like a beat. Like we've done like 2 songs where Jeff's like, "Hey, I got this idea."
In that exact accent too.
And it's just like, what the fuck was that, Jeff? And then we move on. But
yeah, you're just gonna toss it out, or then around and be like, can can you play that, but
Can you
like
play
better?
that in like a 7/4 time? That actually was pretty close.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's
But
really,
no, like we all come up with the music together, and like it sounds super like Grateful Dead-y, but we literally just kind of see where it goes.
Yeah. That's
And
cool that you
it's
can
like,
do that, though.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a cool spot. Let's do that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like all of it is just sounding it out because it just, and a lot of how you're feeling that day too can influence it. Because there are times where like you're really feeling a song and we recorded like, yeah, that felt really good, and then you go back to it later to try to redo it and you're just like, what were we thinking? What the hell? Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense, but that's cool. It sounds like you guys have a pretty good thing going to where you can, like you said, just like jam and find it, which is very impressive to me. So I guess let's start with Palomino. Shall we? Tell us about that one. What's that one about?
I actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you heard the song. Could you understand the lyrics?
A little bit.
What do you think they're about?
It sounds like it's about depression.
Most of the songs are.
Yeah, it sounds like it said something like make it happen for yourself. Nobody else is gonna like do it for you kind of vibe. It's kind of like, yeah, we're depressed and it sucks, but like you kind of gotta do something about it because nobody else is gonna
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking it was about. I like it.
Funny enough, all the songs that I've written have like a thing where it's like this is what it's about. That one was complete gibberish.
Really?
Like we just showed up and I was like, tired eyes of the young searching for, and like I just liked how the cadence of the sounded, so we just kept it.
Yeah.
And it's the only song that I will leave up to interpretation.
Interesting. I really liked it, and something, I don't know if the vocals were like layered a certain way or what, but it kind of sounded, I don't know if this is controversial or if you'll take this negatively or positively.
Bad.
No, it kind of sounded like Aussie-ish.
Oh, thank you.
I liked it. Yeah, I was like, this sound like I don't know what it was about it, but yeah, I was giving a little bit of Aussie vibes, which I love.
It did sound kind of like Master Reality kind of right there.
I concur.
Yeah. I do really like that song though.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm bummed he's not here, but Jimmy wrote it.
And he named the song too.
He named the song too.
What is
Wait,
the
actually, hold on.
what
Let
is
me
the meaning of
Let me see if I can
I
call
think
it.
name.
I think the Palomino
Yeah, let's
is
call-
like
Car.
yeah, it's a car. But it was like off of a specific album cover or something like that. I think is how he got the name. But yeah, it was based off of that, and it was cool because that car had like little like horns and everything on it. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was based off that. We're like, we need a name that fits. Cool.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh.
just?
He probably got a heads up because of the last call that we made. They're probably like, nobody answer the phone right now.
That'd be great if that's what happened.
Well, you know what? On our next appearance, we'll have the whole band here.
Yes.
And they'll be able to answer that question because he was the genesis behind that song.
Damn. Okay, that's fair. So we'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah.
And we'll move on to Intrusive Thoughts.
Oh wow.
I love that song. I didn't realize, but you guys performed that one a decent, only once, a decent. I feel like I've heard that song a million times.
It's become a staple of our
Okay,
set. It's one
I love that one.
It is probably my favorite song we've done so far.
It is really good.
Because it means a lot.
Yeah, when I was listening to it, I took like little notes and I wrote, wait, I know this song. I love this song. I love the little, ooh. It's such a cute, fun little song.
Yeah, that was Jimmy.
Is it?
Yeah, that was Jimmy.
Damn
Jimmy's
it, Jimmy.
Doing his little.
Yeah.
Because I always have that. Like I am a whore for vocal harmonies.
Yes.
Any chance I can get. In fact, on Intrusive Thoughts, if you listen really closely, when the EP comes out, there's all sorts of little teeny vocal harmonies that just boost the main vocals.
Oh,
And like, I'm not gonna say where they are, but they're all over the track.
Okay,
and
I'll listen to it again.
I love them so much. But yeah, Jimmy, I was like, I want there to be some like there's like it was just like intrusive thoughts, leave me alone.
Yeah, it needs some.
You never. And I was like, there needs to be something there. So I just looked at Jimmy and I'm like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't know, maybe there could be like some oohs. And I was like, ooh, can you do that? And he's like, yeah. And we did it, and it was magic.
It's so perfect. Yeah. I love that song, and I love a song that starts with like a really good like bass and then like builds into like from the bass line. And it's just start to finish such a good one.
You actually kind of came up with that song.
I did.
Good job. So Me, Auden, and Jeff were all at Jeff's house, just fucking around, and I was like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know what to write. Like this, I was in like a writer's block thing. So Auden is like, Jeff, give me 3 chords or give me 3 numbers. And because he's a fucking genius, he was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go from this root note to this song to this chord. And then here we go. And then we had the chorus right there. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, how did you do that? And we just came up with the like, just right there on Jeff's couch.
Yeah, and I remember when we were like kind of workshopping it and trying to feel it out. There was something in it where, because a lot of our songs do just kind of they have a build up, which I like. I like build ups in songs. But I remember we tried it with where we just played right into the song, and it was just like, it didn't feel right. So then that little like rim shot thing where it's like that like gallop thing, that's something that we kind of like developed. It's like it's not developed, like it's like magic.
we had a lot of money in R&D for that.
A lot of R&D for that. HR was on our ass the entire time. No. Yeah, no, and it was just like it's those things where, like, even when you play them live, it's stuff that you start to notice about songs where, as you're playing them, you're kind of like, I feel like doing this, and then you do like, oh my god, like that adds to the song, like that's way better. And then of course, like even after you've recorded the song, you're kind of like, fuck it. Like, I wish I could just go back and add that.
It reminds me of the drum track on that song, because Jeff, for whatever reason, doesn't like splicing in. He does everything one take. So for that one, he improvised like, so just remember, like those like huge toms.
I gotta give credit to Harrison for that, because he has suggested that.
Harrison's our producer. Tall McCartney music.
Tall McCartney.
Cozy room recording.
And he's
my
just
dad.
Like, something he needs, like, what if you did this? And we tried it out a couple times, like, oh yeah, like just adding that because that part of the song is very much like, this is the end of the song, this is the climax. It needs to be like, there needs to be a lot more energy behind it.
Yeah.
So when we added it, it's like, oh yeah, this fucking fits right in. Holy shit.
Love it.
The lyrics on that song, if I may talk about them.
Yeah.
They are the best lyrics I've ever written. I will go on record right now to say that. It's my favorite song I've ever written.
Wow.
Because that one is very real. Like, I was going through a bit of a tough time, and I just kind of wrote something. It's like, if somebody were to say this to me, like, what would I want them to say? And I would want them to say, if you're still alive, you're still here, there's still hope for you, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're not dead yet. And so we put that in, and that is my fucking favorite thing to sing live. I give every single ounce of energy I have to tell the world there's still hope, because hence the stripes. But yeah.
True.
I don't care.
No, I just said pow.
Oh.
What do you think you said?
I don't know. I'm so used to him being so derisive towards me whenever I try to be sincere.
Yeah,
asshole.
because I don't know how to process feelings, so
I
it's
get
just
it.
like,
That's how I am.
just immediately like,
I'll be like,
funny joke.
Yeah, make a joke.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
I'll be like, yeah, that song really meant a lot to me, and then I'll look over Joe.
Yeah.
Caveman.
Yeah.
Caveman does not understand love.
Unga bunga feelings.
Oh my god. All right, and then the last, right? It's just So the last one is sustenance. I gotta say, you guys. So I had the volume. I had the volume all the way up in my car because I was like, I really want to hear every part of this. And the song starts so abruptly, it scared the shit out of me.
Yep.
But it was great. But I was like, all right, I'm definitely awake now. It's kind of heavier I like it. Yep. It's fun. It was kind of giving like a little bit of like a System of a Down kind of vibe, which I really was like, this is fun.
Auden is gonna love that you said that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, he absolutely adores System of a Down. That one was. Yeah, that one was that started out as an idea for another song.
Sorry. Really quick, I want to shout out Mario real quick, our bass player.
Oh, yeah, yes.
His tone, beginning of Intrusive Thoughts, is fucking perfect.
It is. It is
like,
very good.
His tone on that song, God, I love Mario so much.
Damn it, Mario.
Mario, come over here.
I did see the pictures in his car. I scared him, in fact, because he thought he was alone. He was not alone.
What? Wait, what?
All over the car floor. I had to kick him aside. Mario, if you ever wonder where all your Polaroids go, ask that dude.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Oh, this is a long story.
Yeah, it's
You
a long
stole
So-
somebody's Polaroids?
Sustenance.
Okay. Yeah, what is that about? I was really trying. I was like, is this about veganism or something?
No, funny enough, it's not at all.
What is it?
Quite to the contrary. Should I reveal the secret?
Or you can hold on to it.
It's gonna come out early May.
Okay.
We already have a cover for it, which we sent you.
Nice. Is there going to be another little show release party kind of deal?
Maybe.
Okay. Are there going to be physical records again?
I don't know if there'll be records. We have a whole plan. I'm gonna lay out this plan right now. So we realize that we've been on a kind of like increasing number when we release projects. Like we did Miss That Feeling, which was 1 song. We did Summerton Existence, which was 2 songs. This is 3 songs.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be 4 songs.
Oh my God.
And then we're going to put them all together and call it 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cute.
But,
I love that.
I wanted to make each release significant. We put the last one on vinyl. This one we might be putting on a smaller thing. And
tape?
I want that to be a surprise. It's not a tape.
Okay. Cut. Okay. A smaller thing.
Small thing, you got to guess. You got to find out.
A freaking floppy disk?
Close.
Oh. A USB? I thought. Should I not guess? I don't want to ruin it.
Oh my
It's up to you.
God. Yeah, we won't reveal it, but
Is it a CD?
it's a small thing.
iPods?
small thing.
Little iPods?
You were close. You
Little
were,
iPod.
Little iPod
Little
shuffles?
iPod Nanos, yeah.
get your No
Walkman?
Surprises branded iPod Shuffle.
The budget is huge this time. Everybody gets an
A whole
iPod.
$25.
Why don't I know what it is? It's not a. Is it a 7-inch?
No, we already did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's not a tape. It's not a cassette. It's not a CD. It's not a floppy disk. It's not
a
a.
floppy disk would be cool.
It's a version
You know-
of one of those
But
things.
who would be able to play that anymore?
so as a
Why would you want to play some music?
On a floppy disk?
That'd be hard, dude. That'd be great.
Whose computer still takes floppy disks?
you buy a floppy drive.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. You can always buy like okay, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
No, I forget the name of the band, but this band came out with with their out. It's like a 3-song little like Nintendo DS cartridge, and so you
that's cool.
plug it into your fucking Nintendo or your little DS, and God, I sound like anyway. You plug it in, and it just plays all the songs, and it's cool because
That's
they
cute.
only made like something like 10, 20 copies, maybe a
Damn.
little bit more than that. But it was so cool because my girlfriend got it and she showed me pictures. Like, yeah, it comes in like the case that DS games came in and everything.
What the heck was
Fits
the
right
budget?
in
Was
there.
this a small
Yeah,
band?
small like an indie band, man.
How is that not? How did they have the budget for that?
I mean, like if you got a cool
Daddy.
fucking idea,
Man.
Daddy.
They're like, I worked 5 jobs. How could you?
Yeah, I know. Like you. No,
Sorry.
No, it's like one of those things where it's just like you have that cool idea and you're just like fucking fuck it, I don't care. I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like
That is very cool. You guys should do singing toothbrushes.
You know what? That would be great. Tooth Tunes. We're bringing it back.
Yeah.
The coolest like kind of thing like that I ever saw. There's 2. There was one that was like Fisher Price. It was a Fisher Price toy. Mm-hmm. And like it had these weird plastic discs that you had to play, and it was just like twinkling versions of like the song.
Yeah.
Which I thought was amazing.
That's cool.
And then the Flaming Lips which is another one of my favorite bands. They put a USB with a 24-hour song in an actual human skull.
What?
Yep.
Wait, I think I need. The USB was in a human skull.
Yeah, covered in chrome.
And it was playing?
No, you had to take it out, but it was a 24-hour song.
But why was it in the skull? Who took it out?
Because, yeah.
Wait, it sounds cool, but
they did it. Okay, they did a more reasonable version where they had a full-size human skull made out of gummy candy with a brain being a different flavor, which I actually got.
Ooh. Yeah. What flavor was it?
We ate it. It was
cherry and pineapple.
Cherry and pineapple. I don't remember if the skull was cherry. No, the skull was pineapple.
No, the skull was cherry.
Really?
And the brain was pineapple. Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Really? Those are the two best flavors.
I think it was because it'd been sitting for a while.
Yeah, because they came out in like 2011. We ate it in like 2016.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it didn't taste great. It was really cool.
I understand now.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It was like, it was super cool. Yeah, it was a super dope gimmick. I think not everyone got sick, but a couple of people did not feel very good afterwards.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
My friend who was like strict vegetarian, he ate it and he got sick like for 3 days.
Well, yeah, that's like gelatin and the most like expired, like dead animal.
That's. I actually have a great story about the Flaming Lips.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so I used to smoke a lot of pot, like a lot, and I went to a show that the Flaming Lips had at the Ace Hotel in about 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. 2015. And I was like riding around and I met these dudes in line who knew one of my friends. So we started talking, becoming friends, sharing joints, whatever. And so we get in,
Oh no. I already know where this is going.
Yep. So we get into the venue and I get like my merch and stuff. I get like a poster, a shirt, a piece of soap shaped like a fetus that smells like Fruit Loops.
Yep.
Normal stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they produce a brownie.
No.
And I had a decision to make.
After already sharing a joint with a stranger.
Yep. And I was
It's okay.
And I was like, you know what? Fine. So I took a bite and he turns to me and says the immortal words, "Great. You have 45 minutes. Get somewhere safe. Good to meet you." And then he leaves. So
I would leave. I would call an Uber.
So I was like, and I was like, I gotta get to my seat. So, like I mentioned before, I don't like heights very much.
Right,
and
you did say that.
If you've ever been to the Ace Hotel or any real like old theater, everything is like at like a 60-degree like angle.
Yeah.
So I'm staring down like God at this fucking stage. And the first band comes on. There's some like German band. And their visual was you crashing on the moon. So it's a black screen, and then you see a little dot, and just through their whole set, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, till you crash on the fucking moon. So I was having a horrible time, and I was just like going nuts out of my mind on this brownie. Turned out to just be weed, but like still. I was just, the Flaming Lips went on, and it was great. I don't really remember a lot of their set. I've seen them 3 other times since then, so I'm good.
Still.
But I do remember a lot of rainbows and confetti, so it was a good time. Good. So this is where the story starts. I leave the venue, and I'm like, I'm hungry. There's a Denny's nearby. So I start walking, and I keep walking, and I start to look around, and it's not a familiar area. I realize I got the Ace Hotel confused with the Palladium.
I was just thinking, no, there's not a Denny's. There's an IHOP, kind of.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a Denny's.
So I was like, oh, shit, where am I? I look around, and I'm on Broadway at 1 in the morning. Not a place you want to be, kids. So I'm walking around aimlessly, and I'm trying to find any place that's open because my phone is dead, and I need to charge it. So homeless people start to follow me, and in a panic, I start giving them everything. I give them my pipe, my weed, like everything I have.
Did they even ask for it?
Except for the merch. Dude, I was high as shit. I was like, if I give them something, they'll leave me alone. I start to panic, and one guy starts to follow me, and he starts running after me, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I end up finding this bar. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the name of the bar is or the street that it was on.
It was just a mirage.
It was just it's safety. So I get up in front of the bar, and I'm about to go in. And this homeless guy corners me, and he's like, hey, man, you got any money? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like fucking super high and tired. And I'm just like, I don't have anything. I was hurry. And he's like, oh, I didn't want to have to do this. So he reaches into his pocket. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to die. That sucks. My girlfriend doesn't even know where I am. So I start begging. I'm like, please. He pulls out a plastic pearl bracelet. And he's like, I need to sell this for my daughter, man. You got like $15. And I was just so confused. I was like, I don't want it. And I just walked past him into the bar.
Everyone's just confused at each other. They're like, what?
And by the way, while he's doing this, I'm like, these people are just going to fucking watch me get knifed in this bar. It's like,
downtown LA, they're not helping you.
He's getting stabbed. That's a drug.
Yeah.
So I walk into the bar. I run into the bar. Go up to the bartender. I'm like, oh my God, I need help. I need a phone charger. And he's like, well, you need to buy something. I'm 19.
I'll have a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, straight up, my stupid monkey brain kicked in and was like, I need a Coke. So I got a Coke. He let me sit down and charge my phone and called my girlfriend, which is now my wife. She was like, okay, where are you, Trevor? And I was like, I don't know. What street are you on? I'm not sure. What's the name of the place? I don't know. Let me go outside and look. I can't read it.
Oh, no.
It turned out to just be a symbol. Like it was just there wasn't a clear. It was just a symbol, and I was like, it's like a sun.
Was it a sun?
I don't remember. It could have been fucking just like Dave and Buster's for all I know. I don't fucking know.
What if it was?
But so somehow miraculously she found me.
Oh my God.
And like she said, you're not allowed to go by yourself ever again. And I was like, hey, thank you. So hey kids, don't eat strange brownies.
Wow. That is terrifying. And that guy that with the bracelet, like to preface something with, I really didn't want to have to do this and pull out a bracelet. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You'd think that any rational mind would be like, wait, no, that's bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Wait,
at 1 a.m. I didn't want to have to take it there.
Especially because he's trying to sell me something.
I know.
It's like, I didn't want to have to do this at these low prices. Can you check out
Poor
this
guy.
singing toothbrush with no surprises and latest single?
That would actually be a really funny marketing campaign. I don't know how, but somebody probably knows how to do it.
Oh, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Cool. Wow, what a story. On that note, let's reflect on your last year or so. You guys did a lot of shows. You did a lot of things. What have been some of your favorite moments or accomplishments in the last year or so?
In the last year.
Ish.
I don't know. I really, really enjoyed a lot of the shows that we did, especially like the Permanent Record show. That was one of my favorite shows that we did. It's really difficult to find people that you can mesh with musically.
Yeah.
And so when you're able to like jam with people and really like hone in on each other and kind of like speak each other's language, it makes it a lot more enjoyable to go into like whether it's like recording or just hanging out, just being around those people can help with like that with that music making process, or even just like bonding with a person. So like I think over the last year, just us really trying to focus and really finding a sound. Or don't we get me?
I gave him a sweet little
That's
wink.
a threat.
A cheeky little
I'll have
wink.
you know Amanda is watching this right now. You see that, Amanda?
Yeah, Pearl is watching this right now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, like over the past year, I think we've definitely through better and worse have really developed not only a relationship with each other but a sound with each other, and I think that's one of the things that I'm very proud of. Yeah. On a personal note, just like me as someone who enjoys creating things in general, that I've been able to like force myself to create, because which sounds bad.
No, I get it.
Yeah, you don't want to, because it sucks when you have to force yourself, because it does sound bad. You want to be able to be inspired and be like, do you care about the things that you make? But yeah, there are times you're just like, okay, at the end of the day, this is a skill. And the only way that it could get better and better understand it is if I just use the skill. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's always going to turn out great, but just, getting the wheels turning, something will eventually be right. Exactly. Very cool. And I do feel like
because like you said, you guys have a really good relationship like with each other in terms of like jamming and just like finding your flow. And now you've have a remix that you now have a collaboration out. Do you have any other collabs in the works?
Not yet. There's just talks.
Yeah,
but we're hoping to make some of these talks a reality.
Yeah, we
make the talks walk a little.
Yeah, I think
that's fun.
that because we're very much a band, just a couple of guys, a few guys, a group of guys,
just a couple of guys,
just a couple guys being dudes,
guys being dudes. No, like because as people who play music, you enjoy music. There's something that you enjoy about it. So being able to have people to collaborate with and like sharing that experience and being able to be like, yeah, you play this kind of genre. I'm not very familiar, but let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Like that I enjoy that. So anytime that we're able to, someone's like, yeah, let's jam. Yeah, let's do it.
See what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Very cool. I love that. What about you? Let's hear about your year.
My favorite day was the day we all had sex in a pile.
I don't remember that one.
Of course you don't.
Oh, no.
You were at the bottom.
No, I was. I did.
He lost oxygen.
Yeah, I left
very early on.
Oxygen.
Passed out. No, I really think this was the perfect year for us growth wise, because like we mentioned in the beginning, him and I have been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 plus years. It might
so
be 11.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I had to go through a lot of different growing experiences through this, because when we first started doing this, I was not at all the person I am right now. Like, I was horrible. And I was focused on the wrong things. This year made me realize if we focus on just building relationships with the people who came to see us, that is the most powerful thing we could do. Because, like,
it's true.
We actually have fans, which is, it's just amazing to me that people give a shit about us enough to go see our shows multiple times. Yeah. Like, we have a little, like, group now.
Do you have a name for your... Oh, the Armada, right? The Armada, yes.
I came up with that as a joke, like years and years and years ago, because I was just like, what's something cool?
It's cute.
I like that name. Actually, an Armada is a fleet of ships.
And it goes with the stripes.
It goes with the stripes and the white jacket I used to wear.
Little sailor boy over here.
But yeah, like, we actually have an Armada now, and it's like, it's growing every day. It's incredible. And the bands that we've gotten to play with are just getting better. The venues that we're playing with are cooler.
Yeah, Hotel Cafe that's really cool.
It was slick. We decided to wear suits for that show.
Classy.
That was fun. And of course I wore stripes under it. But I would have to say my single favorite moment of the last year would have to be the Smell show. The show we did, the Smell, because that was a lot of effort and a lot of planning and luck that all came together for one of the best shows we've ever done.
What was the luck of it?
We had no idea how to get into the Smell.
It's hard. I knew that was what you were going to say. It's hard.
So, like, I asked every single person I know that had ever played there, and they're like, we don't know. And I was like, F-. So, Punk Monk, shout out Quinn and Trenton. Thank you guys so much for having us. They hit me up and were like, yo, we have this gig at the Smell with So Vain and some people. Like, do you want to play? And I was like, is that even a fucking question? Yes, please. Yeah. So, like, in the months up to it, there was so many, like, ups and downs and worries and doubts and everything. And it was just like, there was a point where it was like, is this even going to fucking happen? Mm-hmm. But doing that show, seeing all of our friends there, and doing the thing that we've been working for over a decade trying to do, come to a milestone like that was why I'm still doing this. Yeah. Seeing people smile at the dumb that we do on stage, and like seeing people really get affected by what we're trying to say, is better than any drug I could ever come across. Like, it's just beautiful. It's just fantastic. That was the highlight of the year for me.
Cool. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't have a joke to end that. Like, for
No,
real, that
you're
was
allowed
really,
to be heartfelt. We don't always have to be saying ha ha ha.
You know, Ha 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 is a great band, and I want to give them. The punk scene is really underrated in the SFV.
Yeah, you haven't heard of
recent EP.
the best.
Ha ha ha.
Get the name right.
Sorry. Ha ha ha. Where can our listeners find you guys on socials and streaming platforms?
You can't.
Secret.
We're Luddites.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple, really any streaming service. You can find us on Instagram at No Surprises Band. That's where we're the most active. We have a TikTok page as well, No Surprises Band, all that stuff, because social media is a job. Yes. And you can find us at shows and stuff. Like, we're around. If you ever see any of us, talk to us. I actually give out buttons to everybody that I meet. So come out.
It's true.
Yeah.
I have multiple. This isn't even the first one you've given me.
So if you come up to me, I'll give you a button. Thanks for having us, Hannah. This is really fun.
Yeah, thank you guys. This was great.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll do it again, and next time nothing will die. Next time it's gonna be so perfect. We're gonna get them next time.
No. It was perfect, and everything was fine.
There's definitely not somebody holding a gun to them off camera right now to say that.
There's definitely not one big sloppy sweat coming down my forehead right now.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you?
You're used to this.
Big
Why are you
sweat?
Big sloppy, one big floopy flip.
And on that note, everybody, goodbye.
Yeah, thank you.
And remember,
So do I.
we live in your house.